Welcome to Cucumber Setup with TestNG using the Maven project. Now I'm going to explain how to create this scenario. So this is a part 3. Okay, let's go to the session. Okay, fine. So the previous one, in the previous video, if I run this particular feature, what it is doing actually, it is simply opening the Chrome browser. It is not opening this URL, right? Simply it is opening this particular browser only. It is not entering this our required application. Required application, what is the required application? This application. How to do this? Because this URL is located in this particular file. How to read it actually? Okay. So here is we are going to write the code here, Java code. So I am going to write one Java program, little Java program. The class name I am going to read it, read config file. Okay, simple, read config file. Especially here is what I am going to do, public static string, okay, return value if I provide the key. Again, but what is that actually? Simply you are returning some function. What is the use of this one? Let's see. If I provided the URL, I need this value. If I provide the username, I need this value. I need this value. So what is that actually? It's a key and value pair combination, right? So the property file is nothing but it's a key and value pair combination. So the keys and values are separated by equal to symbol, right? It's separated by equal to symbol. So I want to read this particular file. So if I pass this URL here, key, then I will get this value. So that is what here is we are going to do. Return value. Okay. How to do that actually? We are going to write the program. So first file is, I'm going to use the file input stream. Just to go through the Java program, how to use this input stream, file input stream. File input stream f is equal to new file input stream, okay, and new file of, where is this file is located? This file is located somewhere in the here, okay. So file location, string location is equal to, where it is there, system dot get property of user dot dir. What do you mean user dot dir? This file is located in this directory. So system dot user dot dir means it will be referring this Cucumber with TestNG. Okay, we came here. App we need to double forward slash src test java, right? Where is the folder name? Config file. What is the file name? Config file dot property. Now is it right? Yes, this is the right one. Okay, so we are going to pass this location to here. We need to resolve this error. Resolve it. Now file is read. Okay, so this is it's what it is doing actually. It is just reading this file, but this is a property file, right? It's a property file. To read the property file, what we need to do? We need to use properties is equal to new properties. This class we need to use, right? So how to read the property file? We need to use load, p.load of, what is the file? This file, is F5, right? We need to pass it here. Okay, and how to get the, okay, now property fields are readed. How to get the value? Simple. Value is equal to p dot get property of the key. What is the key? This is a 1 here. Okay, so this value will be returned. Okay, now it may throw the exception. Why? Because we are dealing with the input output. Okay, now I'll explain one more time. So we are going to pass this particular key. Suppose I want URL, just to pass it here. So what will happen? It will come here, it will read the particular file, and it will load, and it will treat as a property file, and all the things are readed. There are so many things, right? So I'm going to pass this particular key. Get property of key. What is that? This will be returned in the value. So finally this will be returned to where it is called. Okay, now let's go here. There is a step definition here. What is that? In the previous video we just did only launching the browser. So how to open the URL? Driver.get of this one, right? So the URL is how to get it actually. The URL, how to read the URL? We need to use this function, right? Read config file dot return value of. What is the key here? Just to take this key, pass it here. Okay, now let's see here. Let's run the program right now. Let's check whether it is it is opening the application or not. Good. Now it is opening the application, right? Let's see. After that, what we need to do? We need to enter the username and password. So what we need to do? We need to identify the element. What is the element? Web element, username, password, login button. Let's go and create username and password, login button here. Username. Similarly, password, login. Okay, just add the reference here. Now let's see how to do that actually. Username is equal to driver dot find element. What is the how to identify the element? In the first session I mentioned it, right? Right click, inspect, just to go here, identified. I am going to use this one, placeholder something. Okay, this is the one I am going to use. How to do that? I am going to use the CSS selector. Please go through my previous video. So by dot CSS selector. Okay, now username is ready. How to pass the username here? Dot send keys. Okay, so the username, where it is located? The username is located here. How to read it? That we know that, right? Simple. Take the same code here and paste it here. Instead of URL, what do we need to do? Just pass. Okay, fine. Similarly, password. How to pass the password? This one here, password. Password. How to identify the password? Similarly, okay, paste it here. So how to how to get the password from the particular Excel sheet? Pass the key. This is the key. Okay, fine. So username, password, everything. How to click on the login button? Same way. Copy paste here. Login. How to get it? This one. Input at values equal to login. Okay, so for XPath everything, just to go through my previous video, I explained neatly. Okay, and login dot click. Okay, now let's run the program. So when I run this particular the particular feature file, what it is doing, it is just opening this particular URL and it is entering the username and password, and automatically this page is getting displayed, right? So the first step definition is implemented. First Gherkin step definition is implemented. Okay, so what is the next one is saying actually? When I purchased, what do you mean when I purchased? You are going to purchase this particular, this one, right? How to do that actually? Okay, that one, let's go here, close, here, right? Okay, just go here. Okay, what is the statement is saying actually? When I purchased this one. Okay, I do not speed manner, go speed manner, I go a little bit slow, no need to worry. When I purchased, where it is actually when I purchased, this is a step definition, right? So what I am purchasing here, I am clicking on this one, add to cart. How can I click it on this one? So I am going to identify, I am going to create one XPath. How to create the XPath? Let's go here. First I am going to identify this one, div contains okay, and so many things actually, so many matching node is showing here. Okay, so which one is ours? Ours is this one, div contain this one. I am going to the parent A. I want to click it on this particular back add to cart button. So how can we go here? How to identify this particular element? I am going to identify the particular element. Okay, so parent A. Now I came here. Okay, this one. What is that? My order to cart button is located here. Okay, so from here I am going here and finally coming down, parent div. Now I am coming here. After that I am going to going down, following sibling, div. Now I came here. After that, button. Now I came to the button. Again, people will be getting that out. But directly you can use this class name, right? That is what in the first video I mentioned in the locator strategy. Why you are not using this class and this one, why I am creating in such a way? The reason is, give me a minute. Now, if I am mentioning this SAS Lab backpack means this button is highlighting. Suppose if I am mentioning this SAS Lab bike light something, for example, SAS Labs bike light. If I am mentioning like this, what will happen? This add to cart button needs to be highlighted. See? So, I am making some common XPath. Okay, common XPath. So in the Gherkin statement level, if we are passing this only the product name, automatically this will be highlighted. If we are passing this one, then it will be highlighted. So that is what I am creating, something common XPath. So that is what I created, this particular XPath. Okay, fine. So by, what is that? To cart, add to cart, by dot XPath here. Okay, this one. What is this? It's a product. Okay, it's a product. From where it is coming? This one. It's argument, right? This Gherkin statement from this one here is coming here. Okay, so copy this, replace the hard coded value and put this one. Okay, fine. So this is XPath I created. Now I am going to add it to cart button. So create one web element. Web element is add to cart. Okay, so add to cart is equal to driver dot find element. What is the locator? Locator is add. What action you want to perform? You want to click it on click, right? Click. Okay, so first to find the element and after that you have to click it. Otherwise you should not have this kind of initialization. Can we check it right now? Right click, this one, right click, run as Cucumber feature. See, it is clicked. That is what it is showing, the remove. Okay, if it clicked on means automatically it will be showing as a remove button. So now that is step 2 is pass. Again, but I want to test this one also. SAS Lab Bolt t-shirt, sorry, or SAS Lab bike light something. Yes, simple. Just to create scenario. What is the scenario name? Scenario purchase. Okay, what is the name? Just to keep the name as this one. SAS slab bike light. Okay, can we run this particular scenario? Right click, run as cucumber feature. Now it should click on the bike light. Okay, it is running both the scenarios. See? What is that? Give me a minute. Where is my scenario? Let me close all the things. Let's run from starting onwards. Okay. So first it is going to purchase the backpack. Second, it is going to purchase the bike light. See, it is clicked, right? So that is why I created the X path in such a way. Okay. Similarly, if we pass anything, this one or this one, anything, if we pass it, your X path will work. Okay. Simple thing is you can reuse the same Gherkin step definition for your different scenarios. Okay, fine. So next one is, what is it actually? You clicked on this one. Next one, what we need to do? You have to click it on this one, right? Just identify the element, click it, right? And what is the element name actually? Here. This is the one, right? A times href, comma, cart, this one. What is that? A, the attribute href contains cart. So this one. Take this locator, go to here. So what is that? This one is a cart, right? By cart, by dot, XPath here. This one, and click it. So now this cart is clicked. So after that, what we are going to do? We have to verify it. What we are going to verify it? After this one, we are going to verify whatever we clicked on the here, is it displayed or not? Verify your cart page displayed. This one. Your cart page, click it on this one. Your cart page displayed SAS slab bag. Is it displayed or not? How can we verify it? Again, click it here. And get this. Do this one. Okay. Okay. By, okay, what is that? Page display, or a text, or product display by dot string, what is that, actual result driver dot find element product display dot get text. Okay, so what is the expected result? Expected results we are getting from the Gherkin statement. This is a expected result. Okay, so it is coming here. Okay, we are going to get the actual result from the here. So we are going to compare it. How to do the comparison? Asset dot asset r equals asset dot asset r equals this one. What is that? Expected, sorry, here is we need to use test ng, not GUnit. Okay, so please listen carefully. Asset dot here JUnit, not JUnit, this is test ng. See, JUnit is coming. We should not use JUnit. What is that? Actual is this one. Expected is this one. Done. Okay, fine. What about the next one? Done checkout. Click done checkout button. How to do the checkout button? This is the one. What is the button name? Here, right? A contains checkout. Okay. Buy checkout by dot xbar, this one. How to do that? Driver dot find element checkout. Directly we can put like click. Now this is click. Check once the checkout get clicked, what it is asking, you need to enter the username and password. Where is the username and password? It is coming from here. Okay, let's go here again. This statement. We need to identify this username and password element. What it is actually? To use something different one. Can we use this one? Yes. What it is? Data set first name. Okay, fine. So by first by dot xpath, this one, sorry, this is CSS locator, right? Just using this. So what do you have to do? You should use CSS locator. Okay, so you should use last name too, then postal too. Okay, what is the last name here? Last name. What about the postal here? Postal code. Now this is ready. How to pass the, how to, which one is, what is this one actually? This is the first name. This is the last name. This is the postal, right? First 10, last 10, right? Right? Postal. How to pass it? That we already know that, right? Simple. Driver dot find element first name. How to pass it actually? Send keys of this one. Similarly, copy paste. What is that? Last name. What is that? This one. Okay, I'm going little bit speed. Okay. After that, what you are going to do? You are going to click on the continue button. Fine. What is the continue button? Here in. Okay. Here. A input value is equal to continue. Input at value is equal to continue. Continue. Okay, this is a element. Identify here by by dot export pasting here. Okay, how to click it on here? Simple. This one dot click it, continue. So after this, let's see. So till the time what we did, can we run it one time? Whatever we did, can we run for sample purpose? Yes, let's run. It is opening the URL, entering the username and password, clicking on this one, entering the clicking on the add to cart, entering this first name, last name, and postal code, click on the continue. So finally it is coming here. Okay, so to click it, we need to click it on finish button. After that we need to verify this one. Okay, let's go how to identify this finish button. Just go here. What is that? Similarly, how we did it in the previously, A contains finish. Same way. Fin. Finish. Okay. After that, what we need to do? Once clicking on the finish button, what is there? What is the expected here? This is the one we are expecting. Okay. So whether our order is completed or not, how do we come to know that? H2 class this one. Okay, can we get it right now? String expected result driver dot find element by dot export get text. Okay, what is that? This will fetch this particular text. Our expected is from where we are getting the expected result from here. This is the actual result. The expected results are coming from the step definition. Results are coming from the our application. We have to assert it, right? How to do the assert? We know that assert dot assert equals. So what is the actual result? Just copy this here. This one is here. Okay. Now let's run this particular program. Selecting run as Cucumber feature. it will go little speed because I didn't put any weight over here. Okay, let me maximize it. Not click. Oh, finish button is not clicked. Something problem here. Let's see, something error is showing. No such XPath input value is equal to finish something. Let's see. Oh, ye, right? I should put ye. Ye contains something. Ye contains this one. Yeah, this one we need to use. Okay. Now let's run the program. Let me close all this one. See, your first scenario is success right now. Previously it was showing the error, but right now it is not showing any error. Your first is success. You are able to see your Gherkin scenario here. Second scenario also success, 2 passed. Right? So similarly, can we use the same copy paste here? Yes, you can use the same copy paste here. Only thing is you should change the name. Sauce Labs, Sauce Lab. This is also same. Make sure that this one. And I want to run this particular scenario as a part of functional only. Okay. Now our Gherkin statement is ready. But right now we run this Gherkin statement individually. But I want to run as using TestNG also, using Maven also. How to do that? We'll see in the next video. Okay. Thanks for watching. Please share this video, like this video if you feel good, and put your comments also. Thanks everyone for watching.